So the first thing when you're buying any building is you're gonna check the property condition, okay? So you can ask the broker, have you done any inspections? Can I get copies of these inspections? All right, so that's one. Number two, you're gonna check the leases, the existing tenant leases. Are they paying? How many years are left? Because if you have leases that are less than 3 years, consider them non-existing. Why? The lender will tell you, I'm not gonna consider this tenant, they have 18 months left, they have 2 years left. That's not gonna be considered in the income for your debt coverage ratio, okay? So one, property condition. Two, the leases, the tenants, okay? Like, who are the tenants? What type of tenants? This is an office building. You say it's an office building you're looking for. Are they the type of tenants that people have to go to, like a chiropractor, like a dentist? People have to go to. You don't expect a dentist to come to your home. You know what I mean? Unless you're teethless. No, I'm just kidding. So also, the leases that you have with these tenants, how long are these leases for? What do the tenants pay? You review them one by one. If you don't want to review them, you can hire attorneys, real estate attorneys. They do a great job. In my opinion, real estate attorneys are the least expensive and the most important and most valuable. So, property condition, see what inspections you can get. Property, the tenants that are there, who are the tenants, what kind of mix of tenants. High-tech tenants, they may leave you, they may go work from home. But chiropractor, dentist, tenants that people go to them is very important. Leases, the leases, what type of leases? Are they triple net? Are they, what are they paying for? What are they covering? Number four, the parking. Now, a tenant that has a lot of traffic, like a dentist or chiropractor, I want to make sure there is enough parking in the parking place. I go and I see in the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening, do they have parking? Enough parking. The zoning to convert it. What if you want to convert it from an office building to a storage facility? What if you want to convert it from an office building to medical building? Okay, so you're gonna ask them, what's the zoning here? Can I convert it to a different use? The brokers will know. Also, if you're gonna ask them that, ask them, what's the demand here? I give you an example. In Tarzana, California, it's an area that I like a lot because my sister is a doctor, and in that area, at one point, I saw office buildings were running at like 70-some% occupancies. This is quite a few years ago. But medical buildings were 100% occupancy. You couldn't find a medical building. You couldn't find a space in a medical building. So it was a no-brainer for any entrepreneurial mind to say, I'm gonna take this office building, put it under contract, and see if I can rezone it. I can change the use to medical building. So you ask the broker that type of question. What is the market demand here? And how about the zoning? Can I change this? I like to tour these type of buildings to look for the layout. Sometimes the layout gives you the opportunity. Oh my God, these are wide hallways. They're already set up like this. I can use them for this other use. This is downstairs. There's a huge space. I can make it a pharmacy or I can make it a gym. You see, the more you look and ask, the more you talk, the more your mind expands. And once the mind expands, it never goes back to its own size, right? It's not like the body, you can build muscles and lose them. No, the mind keeps building muscles until you have dementia or Alzheimer or whatever you get. Hopefully you don't get any of that stuff if you stay healthy, right? All right, so then the other thing is you want to see if you can create condominium regime. So you condominiumize the building. So you have office space, you may convert it to medical space. This is one of the best things that you can do. And you want to ask the broker, if I want to do condos, separate the deeds. There is one deed for the whole commercial building. What if I create, there is 80 offices here. What if I create 80 deeds? What you do usually for something like this, in case you don't know, you hire a real estate attorney who hires an architect that comes and they look at the deed that describes the 80 units, and now they come in and look at each unit and create its own deed with the property description, and then they stamp it with the city, and boom, now you can sell them individually. Extremely powerful, extremely profitable. So you want to know if you can do the condo deeds. It's called condominiumizing the property. I also look at the property from the outside and see if the broker can guide me. What if I want to put advertising outside? Can I put on the side of the building Coca-Cola? Can I work with these big companies that advertise, put like movie advertisement on the side because they can see it from the freeway? Very profitable to do something like this. And finally, like I used to do when I was in the hotel business, I use the roof to see if I can place antennas and any restrictions with the city for such thing. If you ever go to Santa Clara, California, and you drive on the freeway, you look, when you get to Great America, you look to the right, there is an Embassy Suites hotel. I used to run that when I was much younger. I was in charge of Hilton operations to turn hotels around. You can see that the entire building is surrounded by antennas. I took the property, I added antennas on the roof, and the property was making over 150,000 more in antenna revenue. This is per year. And just when you calculate that these hotels were selling at 6% cap, actually the 150,000 increased the property value by $2.5 million. So that's pretty nice to do. So you wanted the 10 things. I think I gave you tenants, leases, parking, the property condition, any inspections. You can ask the broker, the zoning to convert it, the layout. Ask them for the layout. Can I change layout? Are these gypsum boards or concrete walls? Market demand is where, and then look into if they know about the medical or the storage, what are the occupancies in the area, creating condo deeds, advertising, placing antennas. I think I give you 11 or 12 here. You know, we did a training called Commercial Real Estate Roundtable. You can actually go to the website. We sell these for like, I don't know, $129 or something like this. So you get access to, by different type of properties, a lot more ideas than what I'm sharing with you here. All right, good.